Yes, sir. We are live now, sir.
So good evening, all of you, and warm welcome to the second live session for this course, Introduction to Professional Scientific Communication. I hope you have been finding this course useful, and your queries and other doubts with regard to the topics covered are being taken care in um, the discussion forum. So what we wish to do here is that some of the queries that are the topics that are relevant to the course but not covered, if you have any doubt there or if you want to discuss a little more, we'll be able to discuss them. I see that there are no questions the sheet for which the link was given, so I really do not know anyone who is attending this live session has any doubt. So what we would do is that we'll wait for some time. I encourage all of you to type your queries in the chat box that you can see on the right side of the YouTube link when you play the live session, and we'll take up one after the other. So we'll wait for some time because there is a lag in the live streaming. So I'll wait for some time to see if there is any question. We'll take it up. Right. Probably that questions are not for this particular course. It is for the other course. It's wrongly entered here.
Okay, sir.
Right. So, but otherwise, we are of the opinion that you are finding this course useful. We are finding the topics are relevant, and we are hopeful that this is of benefit to you beyond getting marks. Understanding how you can write and make a presentation and so on. The topics are given. So I think if you understand that and if you practice, you may get better, because these are like art. No one can in one class learn how to draw a good sketch, right? It takes a lot of practices, and that's what here in this communication as well. So it requires for you to observe, follow, and practice. Okay. So there's a question like how a thesis be presented in an accurate manner. This is covered in the course, as to what are the elements that you have to look at when you make a presentation to a small group of audience. Now that is how to make a presentation, how to pitch your talk there. But how do you organize your talk is very similar to what you would write a research paper, right? So you give a background. Again, it is same philosophy, that hourglass model. You talk about a broad area of your research, narrow it down to the relevant question that you're asking, and state why these questions are extremely important to answer, and what model or what approach you have taken to answer these questions, and what are your findings and the significance of the finding. And then you extrapolate to much larger context as to how that would help us to understand the larger picture. So it is exactly the same whether you are writing a research article or a thesis or make a presentation. The concept remains the same. It is always hourglass. You start with something that all of us know, that is given and new, and you should have a topical progression. You should define well your objectives and so on, and sell your idea as to why what you are done is extremely important and how findings there help you, right? So it is same flow of thoughts, except that how do you make your slides, how do you make your presentation? How do you stand there? The way voice modulation, all these help. That there are some broad guidelines that are given in the course, but these are just a standard guidelines. But you need to really practice, right? It's more easier said than done. So I can give 10-hour course for you to sort of learn how to swim, but it doesn't matter how many hours you learn from me in the video lecture. To get to know how to swim, you need to doing PhD or master's program, you are most welcome to apply to IIT Kanpur. You can look at the eligibility conditions, satisfy that you have time, you can do that here. Someone is saying it is not audible, so I don't know. Is that Murali and Rashmi? Is it? Can you hear us?
Yes, I can hear you. In between, there was some lag for one or two last line. Otherwise, it was audible.
Okay, there could be some.
Yes,
some
sir.
issues,
10 to
yeah.
15 seconds audio did not come, sir.
Oh, okay. I don't know
Yes,
what was the
right.
issue, but anyway, yeah. Is there any other question?
Yeah, on the portal, there was one just in a generic query that anyway, how to contact after this course.
No, I thought that I answered it.
Okay, so
if,
that's what probably we could not hear.
Yeah. So I said that if you are a master's student or your bachelor students want to do, a master's or a PhD degree at IIT Kanpur, in my lab and group and so on. So you please look at the eligibility conditions and do apply. I mean, that is one of the ways by which you can do. But if you're looking for summer internship and so on, so these are something done through a formal program called Surge or the Academy Fellowship. We generally do not otherwise accommodate other means. Yeah. You can read it out. Hello. Can you hear me, Rashmi?
Yes, sir. You're audible, sir.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. If there are any other questions, Rashmi, maybe you want to just read out because my laptop, sort of frozen. Yeah.
Yeah, sure. So there are a couple of questions. I'll just read it out. One is that can Professor Ganesh respond to the queries and what's best time to contact and how? Another one from the same person, Ricky Devnath, for who you already responded. And another one is that is it possible to have a combination of deduction and inductive method of research? If so, provide an example.
Yeah, I mean, all are possible. It depends on what question that you are asking, right? I mean, you have to, I mean, these are the two ways by which you do a research. For example, it depends on what topic of research you are taken. Say, suppose you are taken evolution as your in biology centric. I'm giving an answer. That is something that you cannot really see happening, right? Or to something that you want to test. There are certain things that you can test. There are certain things you cannot test. So these are the two different approaches. And for some, you may start with looking at a pattern, and then you sort of come up with a theory, and then maybe with time you would have a model system that sort of helps you to test that possibility. So it was not available before, now it is available. So you combine these two. So it all depends on what is the research topic that you are taking. Yeah. Any other questions?
No, not yet.
Yeah. Maybe we'll wait for a couple of minutes. If there are more questions, we'll take it up. Yeah.
So I think all the questions have been already answered, and we don't see any new
Right.
questions
Sure.
coming.
Sure. Yeah. So in that case, I wish everyone for for your exams. I'm sure you would do well in this course as well as in the other courses. And with that, we sort of end the live session as well for this course. We have planned for, it's a 4-week course. So we have done 2 live sessions at the end of 2nd and 4th week, and we are very hopeful and confident that you found this course useful, and we wish you the very best for your exam for this course as well as the other course that you may take up. Yeah. Murali, we can end up here. Yeah.
Yes, sir. I'm ending the session, sir. Thank you so much, sir.
Thank you very much. Thanks, everyone. Yeah.
Bye, sir.